All right, day 3 of daily math. So let's look. It says, Paige saw 142 tourists in July, August, and September. So she saw in July, August, and September, she saw 142 tourists. She saw 32 tourists in July and 89 tourists in August. How many tourists did Paige see in September? All right, so I'm going to go to my notebook for this one. So I know there are 3 months, July, August, and September. So I'm going to fill in what I know using a tape diagram. All right, so July, August, September. I know the total of tourists they saw was 142. All right, so let's go back to the problem. It says she saw 32 tourists in July. So I know she saw 32 in July. She saw 89 in August. And then the question is, how many did she see in September? So that becomes our question. So this is a 2-step problem. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to add up July and August. So I'm going to take 32 plus 89. How much did she see in those 2 months? So 2 plus 9 is 11. Carry your 1. 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus 1 is 12. So in July and August combined, she saw 121 tourists. Now, to figure out how much she saw in September, I have to take the total and subtract it from our sum up here. So 142 minus 121. 2 minus 1 is 1, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So in September, she saw 21 tourists. So we're going to say Paige saw 21 tourists in September. All right, let's look at problem number 2. It says list the factors of 79. Is this number prime or composite? All right, so we're going to start with the numbers 1 times 79. I'll call these bookends. It's the largest factor and the smallest factor. And then I'm going to kind of go through and check to see if there are any other numbers that I can multiply together to get 79. So first of all, I know that 79, there's no even factor that would work. So if you multiply by an even number, then you have to get an even answer. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all the way up to 78. None of those will work. So I can cross out all of those. Will 3 work? Well, there's a trick for 3s. I'll teach it to you really quickly. The trick for 3s is I can take 79, and if I add the digits together, so if I take them apart and add them together, 7 plus 9, and I get 16. If I skip count by 3s, would I land on 16? The answer is no, because 3 times 5 is 15, and then 3 times 6 is 18. So we skip over it. So if I don't land on the sum of the digits, which is 16, I wouldn't land on 79 either. So 3 doesn't work. 5 doesn't work. 7 doesn't work because 7 times 11 is 77. 9 doesn't work. 11 doesn't work. And so forth. So this ends up being a prime number. Okay, if we went through all the numbers between 1 and 79, none of them will work. So this ends up being a prime number because the only 2 factors are 1 and itself. 1 times 79. All right, 97,808 minus 31,876. Stack them on top of each other and then subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. 0 minus 7 you can't do, so this 8 becomes a 7, and the 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 8 we can't do. Go next door. This becomes a 6. This 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. 6 minus 1 is 5. And 9 minus 3 is 6. You should have gotten 65,932. All right, find the area. So you have to remember that area equals length times width equals area. So unlike perimeter where you add all the sides, for area you multiply the length times the width. So 10 times 7. And 10 times 7 is 70. And remember, you write your answer as square units. In this case, it's meters. So square meters. So 70 square meters. All right, I will see you tomorrow for day 4.